Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be getting ready to film some YouTube videos. I was supposed to have a Beauteque box to unbox today, but it's not here, so I decided to just film myself getting ready because I was going to be doing it anyway and just talk about some stuff with you guys. Hopefully the Beauteque box will be up next week. I'm not actually 100% sure on that, but at least we have something. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look, then please just keep watching. So I'm going to start out with a bit of primer, and I have a little sample of the Sim 37 Dazzling base that I got recently and I have been using, which is quite good. This base is really nice and it's really shiny in a sense, but it's a little bit too reflective for me, so you can kind of see there. It's a little bit much, but it is nice. It's just not something that I would purchase a full size of because, yeah, it's a little bit intense. But since I'm going to be going for quite a matte and very powdered base today, and you'll see why later, I thought that I would apply a fairly generous amount of this on to negate a lot of the powder. I think this is the first time you guys will see these contact lenses on me as well. These are the Olens Russian Silver, I think. And they are super intense. I didn't realize that they were going to be so light and so intense, but whatever. You kind of get used to them as the video goes on. It's like the first video that I edited that I was wearing them, I was like, I look like an alien, but you get used to it. So I'm going to use the Etude Personal Tone Foundation. This is in the shade W01, and it is like completely the wrong colour and the wrong shade. I used this in my full face of Etude, which I think is coming up at the start of May. And I wouldn't usually show you guys products like this where I haven't like pulled them or used them in a full face before, but I don't really have any choice because my Beauteque bag was supposed to be here for review and it's not, so I have to put something out, and this is what we're going to be doing. I'm also filming the review for the Etude foundation today, so I thought it would be fitting to wear it. And I'm going to show you guys how I correct the tone of the foundation, or at least how I'm going to be attempting to correct the tone of the foundation, because I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go and see if we can make it work. My problem with it is that the undertone is completely wrong, so it's the right colour of pale, but like yellow, not yellow, and considering it is a W shade, so it is in the warm toned shades, or at least that's how it's marketed. It literally says yellow base. Oh my god, I look so creepy. I am disappointed that it's not actually warm toned, and I did swatch it next to some of my other foundations, which you guys will see in my review, which I think is in like June, because I am pre-filming so much at the moment. But yeah, it's literally the most, I wouldn't call it cool toned really, but it is the most neutral foundation that I own at the moment, which is strange considering they have a neutral section as well as a cool tone section. So for this range specifically, they separated the undertones out. Oh, sorry, the contact lens is moving while I put makeup on. This is why I usually put them on afterwards, because like the moving of the contact lens creeps me out so much. But anyway, the foundation comes in neutral shades as well as cool shades, so I think that there is 4 shades of each, ranging from very pale to slightly dark, not really, a soft tan. So yeah, that's why I am so surprised that the shade is not super warm toned. It's not awful, but like it clearly doesn't work. I'm going to put on a little bit of the Etude Moist Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade 1 Frozen, which is much more warm toned. Like, look at that. And I'm just going to put that over any of the spots and all of the spots that I have at the moment. I'm not worrying too much about the concealer because I am actually going to bake today with a translucent powder and my yellow setting powder from Mercier. in the hopes of making this foundation look a little bit more warm toned. Will it work? I don't know. I actually haven't tried it before, so we will see. So I'm going to use this translucent powder. This is the Etude Mineral 100 Soft Skin Powder, and I should really start using all the Etude products, but that's just what I've got out at the moment. So this is translucent, but it kind of still turns up as white on my skin. So it's not really translucent, but I'm going to use this on the high points of my face and underneath my eyes. But you guys have never seen me bake before. It's not usually something that I do, but it does look really nice on camera, I have to admit. So yeah. And then I'm going to chuck some of my Mercier powder on the other places. I don't really need to bake my entire face, but usually I just powder it with a brush and it's not as yellow. So to intensify the yellowness, I'm going to flip my Beauty Blender over and we're going to see if this does anything. Yeah, that makes it a lot more yellow. I feel like I'm destroying my pressed powder by doing this, but I've hit pan anyway. Not a good excuse, but probably a good excuse to get another powder, because this one is super old. I don't have any loose powders that are darker. I just have loose translucent powders. I think that is all of my face. I think. So this part of my face is a birthmark. If you haven't seen my videos before, it's nothing I can do about it. It is not foundation, obviously. It's like an entirely different part to the rest of my face, so I just leave it. I don't even put foundation on it. While that is doing whatever it's doing, what can I do? Should I do eyeshadow? Let's do a little bit of eyeshadow because I feel like I can't do my brows. Actually, no, I can do my brows. For brows, I'm going to use my trusty Etude House Contouring Kit Eyebrows. This is in the shade 2, which is grey brown, and I pretty much just use this dark powder here to do my brows. I'm not going to bother concealing like underneath and sharpening up the edge because even though I'm baking my face, I just don't care enough. Sounds really terrible, but I feel like my eyebrows have a fine shape on their own, and I am lucky to be blessed with brows that are thicker and actually have like a shape without being like carved out. But I do love this Etude House brow kit, and I'm almost starting to hit pan on the darker shade. So I do need another one, or like a different type of brow kit. And I've been hoping to find one when I've been doing all of my full faces. But I haven't found one that's amazing yet, so I'm just going to keep using this one until I find something that's at least the right colour. I'm going to do some shadows because I can. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to do pretty much the same thing as I usually do, and I'm going to take Limit with a fluffy crease brush and put that in my crease. I'm getting better at doing shadows, but I'm still not amazing at it. Any improvement is an improvement, isn't it? With this eye look today, I'm pretty much just going to be doing this in the crease slash most of my lid. And then I'm going to be putting a glitter on my actual eyelid. So the glitter I'm going to be using is one of the Etude Glitter Linecaras. This is in the shade Metallic Rose. You guys haven't seen these before, but they are really cool. It is a mascara wand and it's got a liner at the end, and they are glitter. So I'm just going to pop this in the center of the lid. Oh, it looks very copper in comparison. And just kind of pat it out with my finger and sheer it out. These do work well as liquid like shadows, but you do have to be careful because they are a bit sticky, so I just like to sheer them out with my finger tip like that. Very boring, but it kind of fits in with the colour scheme. So I'll zoom you in at the end once I've done my liner and lashes to show you what that looks like. I just have to wipe off all of the glitter onto the back of my hand. I am going to get rid of any of the excess powder, which I'm hoping I can get rid of some of it because I am looking extremely ghostly. Man, how do you guys get like up around your eyes without getting brushes in your eyes? I don't get it. Nothing stops the creasing underneath my eyes. My eyes just love, 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 love creasing. So that is as much powder as I can get off. Like I said, it's still pretty white. So I'm going to go in again with the Mercier powder, this time on a fluffy brush, and see if I can make my face a little bit more yellow because it's just too bright. I am going to use bronzer a little bit later, but even bronzer can't save us, I think. I think this foundation shade just doesn't work, which is fine. No, it's just disappointing. Alright, we'll leave it at that. I'm going to line my eyes using my K palette, Real Lasting Eyeliner 24 Hour One Day Tattoo, which is going to be super boring, so I'm going to cut to the finished liner here. So we went for a more petite liner this time. It's not quite super like thick. I am then going to be using my Lancôme Grandiose mascara. This is the waterproof one. That's pretty much all I know about it. It's got a really fun little bent applicator, which I think is cute. And I'm not curling my lashes because my lash curler is on the bench and I don't want to get up, and I know that's really lazy, but I also know with this mascara I can like push my lashes back and upwards, so it kind of does a little bit of the curling for me. Not that bad, right? No. I got that on my eyelid. Oh well. And my lower lashes, which I'm going to have to look really stupid for. Beautiful. I'm going to put on a bunch of bronzer to see if we can liven my face up a little bit. This is the Benefit Hoola Light. I only just cleaned this brush. I use the same brush for my contour as well as my face powder, so it's annoying. Still not super great at this bronzing slash contouring slash whatever I'm doing. Get a little bit of my forehead to bring in some of the warmth, but not too much because my forehead is already way smaller than the rest of my face, so I really don't want to emphasize that. So try and keep it down towards the outer edge so it looks a little bit taller. So that's one side with bronzer. I think that looks better. I hope so. I am going to do my nose contour because I almost forgot it. So I'm using the little brown colour from the Stroke of Midnight collection. I think that this one is called Omega, and the tip of my nose a little bit because my nose is long enough without contouring it, and a little bit goes over the top to hopefully make it look shorter. I don't know whether that's true or not, but anything I can do to make my nose look cuter rather than more like a horse is good for me. What am I missing? I'm missing blush. What colour blush should we do? Let's go with my fave. This is the 3C Stylenanda blush in the shade Kind and Love, and it is just a cute little pale pink. And I'm going to put a ton of that on because I feel like I look quite dead right now and not in a cute way. I feel like I need to buy another one of these blushes before I hit pan and cry, because I've definitely got a good dip going in there. A little bit more alive, I think. Before I do my lipstick, I'm going to set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter because I have so much powder on my face. I feel like I need something to make it look less powdery. Oh my god. I feel like a real beauty guru. Apart from the fact that I don't make like cute faces when I spray my face, I just look like I'm being sprayed in the face by water, which is pretty accurate. How do they make that look cute? I don't get it. It looks less powdery, but not much better still. Okay, let's do lipstick. So I'm going to use the Peripera Airy Ink Velvet in the shade 14, which is supposed to be a beautiful rose pink, but it still kind of looks like coral on my face for some reason. I managed to make it look pink yesterday when I was filming for the reviews, which was really annoying because when you say it doesn't look pink on you and then you put it on and it looks pink, like, nobody believes you. Okay, someone back me up here, like, is that rose pink or is that like apricot-y coral? I think it's apricot coral. So much so that I'm going to zoom in so that I can steal some of this footage for a review. If I pretend like it's just me being posy, then nobody will suspect anything. Alright, so these are the eyes, and that's the mascara that I'm going to try and get off shortly. But see, the liquid shadow looks cute. Yeah, these are the lips. It is supposed to be rose pink, but definitely not rose pink. I would say apricot or coral, but not pink. Although I might actually put on some of number 15 which is supposed to be a plum, but isn't really a plum. Oh, let's do that. And see if I can make it look a little pinky pinker, because it doesn't really match the eyes anymore. No, it doesn't. Okay. Does that just look awful, or is that me? I don't know. Well, that's an interesting mix of orange and plum. Sure, why not? Like, the rest of the look isn't that amazing, so... Oh, I got highlighter. I am going to use the Etude 3D highlighting kit. It's really pretty. And I'm going to use this much abused brush that still has bronzer on it and give it a good tap. And pop some on my cheekbones. This is such a pretty bronzer. Sorry. What? This is such a pretty highlighter. Okay, I think that is my look for filming for this set of videos. You will see this in June and July because that is what I'm pre-filming for. I know it seems like a lot in advance, but when you have a job, like most other people, you don't just have the time to film things on the day. Unfortunately. I wish that I could, but I can't. Also, did I show you guys my hair? It has pinky purple part in it this time instead of actual purple. So I'm hoping that it's going to fade to like a cute little like lavendery lilac shade, and it's a little bit of a darker, actually that kind of looks grey, it's cute. Anyway, it's a little bit darker than it is usually, but it will fade back out to blondie blonde eventually. So this is the finished look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me get ready to film some YouTube videos today. I'm sorry it seems like such a last minute thing, but it literally is a last minute thing because I'm supposed to have a Beauteque box and I don't have it, so I don't have a video. So you get this instead. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!